Corvo. Corvo. Wake up, Corvo. Wake up. You've been having a bad dream. It was all a bad dream. You have a chance to start again, Corvo. You have a chance to start again. Wake up. Wake up. Hello, everyone. I don't think anyone is watching right now, but for those who are watching in post, thank you so much for joining. I'm going to be playing Dishonored 2, if you couldn't guess from the title. Going to be doing this a casual and passive playthrough, if you couldn't tell from the title. And I will be reading a lot in this playthrough, so expect a lot of that. I hope you don't mind. Let me just change the title real quick. Passive casual playthrough. And maybe I'll put a reading warning. Where I read everything. There we go. Alright, with that there, let me quickly just get my little ancient Android device. Don't pay any attention to this. This isn't anything. If you think you remember me playing this game and going, doing something completely different from this, don't worry, that wasn't real. That never happened. Just gonna be doing this, getting all the comments ready just in case someone does decide to show up. Probably do a banana check. Give me a bit. That's not what I wanted. Let me do a banana check. Banana. Oop. Oh. Banana check is a go. Everything is working properly. I haven't disconnected from my own chat. And comments should be able to be seen on my end. And on stream. Enjoy the scenery and narrative, exploring at a leisurely pace. Enemies have limited perception and inflict less damage, and will give up the chase sooner. Elixirs have increased restorative value, and your health regenerates faster. Which is what I want to play because I want to go through this playthrough reading everything. Why, what do you have 0 viewers, or what do you... why do you give 1 viewer? Hey Garlic, how's it going? Oh, I just started the stream.
I remember training with my father in the years after the rat plague. Someday, he said, our enemies will come for you.
If you remember me playing this before, don't worry, that didn't happen. Everything that happened in whatever you saw didn't happen. It's not real. It was all just a dream. All in your head.
The sounds and smells of Dunwall never change much. This is my city. What training regimen does Father have in store for me today?
Doing a passive playthrough. Gonna be reading everything. kill the
All right,
rats.
Majesty. Let's see what you can do.
You played the game for no reason? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I never played the game. Ever. I don't know what you mean. That didn't happen. I mean, what? What are you talking about?
If I get going fast enough, I could slide beneath that. Yes.
Yeah, what game? I don't know what's going on.
Have to sprint,
I'm
vault the
doing the
obstacle,
tutorial.
then slide under.
Easy as cake.
Oh, okay, alright, cool. Because we're playing this
What's
game
next?
today. Just gonna do a nice, leisurely, easy playthrough. Just reading shit. It's gonna be super wholesome, my guy. There's no first part to this game?
Only I could spend every day running and jumping.
I don't know what you mean. Am I not at the first part? It's the
Now
tutorial.
let's see how quick my feet are.
Come to me.
Tutorial should always be the first part of every game.
You've learned well. Let's see how quiet you are, young lady. I want you to sneak up on me.
I didn't skip that because I don't know anything about this game. I skipped it because I played Dishonored 1 before, and I don't need to read that, you know. Oh.
No, again, without letting me see you.
Oh man.
I've gotta be more careful here.
I failed the tutorial. And it was on easy.
Get behind the enemy. Catch them by surprise.
Time to sleep, Dada.
That's my girl. Don't let me hear you or see you. Not sneaky enough for me.
I like just got out of his screen and I
too
instantly
much
started
noise.
running. I wasn't trying to slide or anything.
Didn't see anything at all.
Crouch down
In the
and
words
approach
of
from
Corvo
behind.
Atano, hidden like a secret, quiet as the sunset.
Remember, a pistol will wake up everyone in the building. Your crossbow is quiet.
Frick. Frick. Why? Frick, I can't. Oh, that's because I'm not looking at the fucking bottle. Duh. Hup. Is there a way to freaking change my dead zone for my controller? Because this shit being sensitive as fuck.
Time for some more weapons and combat training. Let's beat each other up, shall we? Yes. You get home. That's my daughter. When someone swings a sword at you, block.
Okay.
Good. Well done.
I am a
Very
master
good.
swordsman.
You've got a natural instinct for fighting.
I know I do.
If you
I've been
time your
told.
block right, you'll throw an enemy off balance.
Oh, hello.
You're quick. Smart move. You can choke an enemy out, even in combat.
Dunk. Oh, hello. I thought that was like the coolest thing that they added to this game. I love that part. Makes subduing people out in public a little more easier. Or at least,
Lock with your blade. Come on. When an enemy is off balance, you can land a lethal counterattack.
or at least when you get caught, they're stowing off.
Feel better knowing you can take care of yourself.
Damage. Without having to use your
When trouble does finally come, you're ready to fight.
sleep darts.
Why do we celebrate the anniversary of an assassination? 15 years ago, in the middle of a plague that nearly destroyed Dunwall, a paid killer assaulted the palace where I was born and stabbed my mother in the heart. In the aftermath, the men who sent the assassin tried to use me as a pawn in a game of power. They would have succeeded, but my father, Corvo Attano, hunted them down and cut their conspiracy to pieces. All these years later, am I the ruler my mother wanted me to be? Now, we face a new crisis. A monster the papers are calling the Crown Killer has been picking off my enemies and dressing it up like my father and I are responsible. I don't know whether to get on a ship and sail to the opposite side of the world, or to have everyone around me executed.
Watch your step, Majesty.
I'm not looking forward to all the ceremony today.
Your signet ring. There. You're ready.
Thank you, Alexei. Open the doors.
All hail Her Imperial Majesty, Emily Caldwin.
Loyal
I
subjects,
know.
we're going
I'm
through a
great.
difficult time, but today we honor my mother, the late Jessamine Caldwin. May her memory survive through the ages.
It would be really helpful if you all bowed.
You look tired, Father.
Every year, I think the anniversary of Jessamine's death will be easier, but it never is.
I wish Mother was still the Empress. I don't think I'm very good at this.
You're still learning. Don't worry about the rabble-rousers, and we'll catch the Crown Killer, eventually.
People are saying it's you. That these assassinations are a misguided effort to protect me.
No, someone's trying to make us look guilty by targeting your enemies.
I wish I could just run away from all this.
Sometimes you do. You think I don't know about your nights out on the rooftops? Courage. The ceremony will be over soon.
Royal Protector and Father. I should have passed a law against that combination of titles years ago.
Your Majesty, before we begin the day's observances, we have an unexpected visitor, the Duke of Serkonos.
Ramsay says the Duke is bringing special gifts.
That's intriguing.
His Grace Luca Abel, Duke of Serkonos!
Mechanical soldiers? Amazing.
What is this, Ramsay? I didn't authorize those things.
Your Imperial Majesty and Royal Protector Corvo Attano, a native of our homeland. Serkonos offers condolences on this sorrowful day, and gifts to remind you of our nation, the rising star on the southern horizon.
We thank you, Your Grace.
Save your thanks. For now, I give you the greatest gift of all, family. I present the lost sister of Jessamine Caldwin, your rightful Empress. Delilah Caldwin.
Impossible.
My mother had a sister?
My dearest niece, hello.
It's not true.
My father was Emperor Euhorn Jacob Caldwin, and Jessamine was my younger sister. At the time of her death, I wasn't ready to make myself known to you, and I was forced to leave Dunwall. But now I'm home.
If you really are my mother's sister, you're welcome to stay as long as you like.
Little sparrow, blackened by bad memories, I'm here to relieve you of your crown. My father's promise, whispered in secret so many years ago, is now fulfilled.
Watch your tongue. Emily Caldwin is the daughter of Empress Jessamine Caldwin.
Royal Protector. How naive to think you could get away with these murders. Living in my palace has protected you, but that's over. Hear me, all of you. Your rightful Empress has returned.
All hail the Empress Delilah, first of her name. Arrest Emily Caldwin and her father for the Crown Killer murder.
What?
Sword can't still my heart.
You know I'm gonna be playing as Corvo. I wonder how she's able to take
Cast you in cold marble.
Corvo's powers away. Hey John, what up?
Corvo Atano.
Can't sleep
How
either? No.
handsome you are for a man of your age. And how long had you hidden the mark of the outsider? I expect it's a wonderful story.
I'll lock him in the Empress's chambers, and then I'll bring him to Coldridge Prison until his trial.
You set your mic
My
back
father
up?
lost it all. Sent me to the city
How'd it
watch,
go?
one step above begging. Think I had to take your orders? Corvo Atano, son of a Zirconan tradesman.
Captain Ramsey, I heard shouting. Lord Corvo, what happened?
That'll be all, Captain Mayhew. Oh, so that's the Royal Protector's fancy
Fucking
weapon.
dick.
What kind of sword folds in half?
Yeah, project sounds just a lot closer to that. Yeah, I told you, man. You just gotta eat your mic.
There's a legend in the City Watch. The Empress's last resort, the safe room inside your daughter's chambers, is holding enough gold to buy an island.
You're a
And
greedy
they say
son of a bitch.
this is one of the only two keys.
That's why I took everything off for that.
What? What happened? Alexei. The throne room. Emily. Nothing I can do alone. I need to get out of here. Maybe I should just spin it. Pick a place to lick my wounds. I've got to regroup.
Our most esteemed Empress, as you know, freight from Sergonus, bound for Tivia, is now routinely set upon by pirates, or spoiled with blood flies. In addition to the loss of Tivian lives by the crew, dock workers, or shopkeepers, there is the material cost of the cargo itself, which could barely be calculated. So it's closer, hopefully it sounds a lot better. Yeah, hopefully. I might, like, check once I'm done with this stream if your shit is working, or you can actually, if you want, you can come and chat while I do some reading or shit. I don't know, but for this game, this playthrough, I will be doing a lot of reading. I'll just go out of my way and fucking read a lot of shit. Let's see. You might want to mute the stream if we're in chat together. So.
Hello.
Hello.
How do I sound now?
Not terrible.
Yeah, it's actually in my face. The only thing I don't like about it is that my elbow, or not my elbow, Jesus Christ, Renee, my arm is on the very base of the microphone, so it's like prone to these thuds, as you can tell.
Wait, you have your shit on like a stand, or do you have an arm for it?
It's a desk stand. This desk is like got very small lips, so it does not like accept those fucking arm stands. I mean,
Yeah, mine didn't either. So I had to fucking drill a piece of board on it. I was like, if I can't fucking make this thing fit, I'm gonna make this thing fucking fit.
yeah, see, it's the Army's property, so I can't really do that. Yeah.
Well, I guess you could get like 2 clamps and a couple boards together if you really wanted to do that. So long as you didn't cause too much damage on it.
I can't. If I drill a hole into it, I mean, it's got.
No. I'm talking about like, you know, those kind of clamps that people use to like bind wood together.
Oh yeah.
Where it screws on slowly. Or not even a screw. It's more like it clamps on, and then you have to like lift a little metal tab for it to release. You might be able to do that if you don't put too much pressure on the desk that you have.
That sounds like a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. But I mean, then you won't have the thuds.
Yeah, true. I mean, I know there's studs, but I don't care too much to really like change that. It's up to like whoever hears me. But then again, I don't care.
Right.
So, you know. I mean, just as long as I don't sound like shit anymore, like I guess that's all that really matters.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired of that. And I don't like using a headset mic because it just feels weird.
It also sounds just not great.
Yeah,
it hurts my ears.
It's a headset mic, come on now. It's never gonna sound amazing.
Right.
It's, like, literally, as much as I paid for this headset, it all went towards the ears, not the mouth.
Yeah, there are some lapel mics that there is one actually that you could plug into a pair of headphones, and that way you can have like a microphone that sounds pretty decent while at the same time using whatever pair of headphones that you want.
I think I've heard of that one.
Yeah, I actually recommended it to David. But then he was really dead set on getting the Krakens because of the price.
Yeah. I mean, with him, he's limited a lot more than we are.
Yeah.
So, like, he can only do so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So I can listen.
I'll be reading a lot in this game.
That's fine.
I actually played this before, but
I know.
That playthrough was all a fever dream. It was all in my character's head, all in Corvo's head, what he wanted to do, but not what's actually going to happen.
What he wanted to do.
Oh yeah, but he suppressed it because he's just that cool of a guy.
How kind of him.
He's very sparing. Where was I? If things continue unchecked, we will be forced to cease trading with Sarkonis, and perhaps to even embargo ships from the southernmost isles altogether. But this need not come to pass. The Trade Commission is a reasonable body, and has already considered remedies to ameliorate the situation. We seek the following. 1. Independent qualified inspectors at all ports. 2. Patrols to defend against pirates and smugglers. 3. Compensation for the previous and future losses. Oof. It is this list of remedies that I wish to discuss with you in person at the earliest possible opportunity. So far, your staff has resisted our efforts to establish a definitive time for negotiation. Prompt them to action, Majesty, for we are eager to travel to Dunwall. Until we can sit down and discuss this in a civilized fashion, I send you our best. Damian Shergan, Principal Tivian Trade Commission. Sounds like a nerd.
Playing a ranked game. Valorant.
Oh, you're still going? You're still playing that one? Are you into it or are you not?
I hate the game, but I also love. It's like a really. It's that love-hate thing, you know.
Well, why do you love it? Why do you hate it?
I like it because it's like different for me, like it's new to me. But I hate it because the hit regulation is so bad. Well, not hit regulation, hit registration. To say, it's terrible. Like I can shoot somebody in the head from like 10 meters away. It's like, oh, you did 20 damage. Like, huh?
Oof.
He's not wearing armor.
Letter from Advisor Helmswater. Empress, we face yet another murder, and I cannot remain silent on this matter. Strange is it not that all the victims have openly opposed you? If not strange, then also very convenient. Is there anything you wish to tell me, Majesty? How can I be an advisor if you don't include me in these most sensitive of endeavors? I feel I must be the only person in Dunwall who doesn't know the truth about the Crown Killer. Don't leave me out in the cold. I remain your trusted servant and advisor, Lenora Helmswater. I don't know about that one. Ship launch protocol. Empress, after the Royal Protector's shakedown cruise, will launch the ISS Jessamine Caldwin just before the anniversary of your mother's passing. Pending your approval, of course. On the platform, you'll have a bottle of King Street brandy tied to a long tether. Then, that you will release to swing out against the hull. What you say during the ceremony is of course up to you, but there are some ideas intended to serve as food for thought. May a brisk wind hurry you to shores near, far, and fair. May you shelter your crew from the perils of the terrible ocean. May you always sail for Bristol, true of heart and homeward bound. Yours faithfully, Advisor Wainwright. Now we're going to do some nice little boat smashing. What a waste of good alcohol. Schedule for mid-song is Eve. Empress presented for your approval the schedule for middle song's Eve. Morning meal with Tivian Trade Commission. Presentation from the research vessel Loblily Swift, just returned from newly discovered island chain off Pendician continent. Midday meal with dignitaries from Morley, who will present you with a gift in exchange for your attention to their complaints. Ooh, a gift. Dedication and speech for new wings at the infirmary home for aged seafarers. Meeting with advisors of the issue of blood flies in the south. Evening meal with Lord Kovo at his request. Eric Plainstow, scheduling secretary. Well, that all sounds just terrible. I don't want to do any of that.
I helped Emily get a frog unstuck from this old clock when she was 11. I swear I'll find a way to fix this.
One connector.
To bring her back.
One hit.
One hit?
The Hound Pits Pub. Today starts another chapter. But will it get as bad as those times?
I knifed this guy and then I shot him.
Well, he didn't die after the knife?
No, I knifed him.
Dunwall always has a way of turning sour. Just as soon as you get comfortable.
You're bad at knifing.
I pig stuck him too. This game is bad.
Delilah took away the mark of the outsider. No more sorcery.
Lord Protector, I can't believe Ramsey's a traitor.
Ramsey's a piece of shit.
Is Lady Emily all
There's a
right?
coup underway. She's imprisoned for lack of a better word.
You've got to get out of the tower. Maybe through Emily's safe room. There was a captain earlier today, down at the docks, looking for you. Get away and help
So
Emily.
you just lit. Gonna heal herself?
I'm sorry, Captain Mayhew.
Good.
Goodbye.
Possibly two.
Audience request. Captain Mayhew, you don't know me, but you've got to tell the Royal Protector that I have urgent need of his time. I'm carrying a message that has to be delivered face to face. Tell him I'm working with Anton Sokolov, an old friend. All the boats are being sent away from the docks, but I'll delay as long as I can. Tell Corvo to find me there. My ship is called the Dreadful Whale. Megan Foster. Alright. I think your mic is making little blippy blips. I think your mic is making little blippy blips.
Blippy blip?
Yeah, it's making blippy blips.
I'm a little confused, my man.
Basically, every time you make a noise, it sounds like static is coming out of it. I don't know when it started, but it is.
I don't know.
Did you hit, like, the mic or something? Did you bang the desk? Maybe something got loose around with the cables?
It could be that.
Maybe jiggle it a bit.
Probably. Like I said, my arm is really like close to the base of the microphone stand, so you know, I can't extend it any further. That way, it's not doing that.
Give it a jiggle and a little wiggle.
What's that? Art thou being toxic?
Yeah, I'm just hearing little.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you press something or some shit? Because, like, it was working completely fine at the very beginning.
You didn't cuddle me last night.
What?
What are you talking about?
I'm confused.
Sorry, I'm messing with the guy in the game.
Oh.
Did someone spike your drink? That's what it sounds like.
It sounds like the feeling of some staticky sweatshirts. Fresh out of the
I don't know.
dryer.
It's fresh out. For some reason, right now you're a little quiet, unless it's just Valorant being loud. Yeah, it's just Valorant being loud.
Yeah, Valorant sounds like a loud game. Did you move further away from your mic or something?
No, I'm still there. I didn't even move it, dude. Not one touch.
And your cables are jiggled and wiggled?
You said what now?
Your cables are jiggled and wiggled?
Goddamn game, it's so loud. You said what now?
Did you jiggle and wiggle your cables?
I really put them in there, you know?
Because, like, sometimes I have to move mine just a little bit to the left, and sometimes it's like I have to move it to the right and then to back to the left. So it's like there's like this weird sweet spot that sometimes happens when you have a bad cable or a bad connection to the cable.
I'm not sure. I didn't touch them. I mean, actually, I just did because I was moving my vape.
Fuck.
Oh no!
Everything sounds even worse.
What? How does it sound worse?
It's like you're always jiggling every time you're talking. It's like a jiggle type of wiggle with the static traffic type of shit.
Noises from your.
I know, that's because I was moving the mic.
Oh.
I'm doing a simulation.
Hold on, let me go on your stream and listen to this. Listen to my own voice on your stream.
Oh, you are going to hear some things.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what I've been telling you about. It's fucking absolutely disgusting.
I mean, this is an Amazon fucking rated goddamn XLR cable, so I'll probably go to the music shop tomorrow after class, and then buy an actual good XLR cable, you know.
Yeah, that might be it. Let me see if, because mine actually, I just checked my mic. It just got loose. It's one of those Amazon boys.
Yeah. I feel like we both need to upgrade that.
Yeah. I mean, I've jiggled this thing enough for the little issue that I had where it would always have like a high pitched beep. Eventually went away. I just need a new cable for like an XLR to USB connection so that I can swap this out. Either that or get like something that you have. What is it called? What is that thing called that you have connected to it? Or the little red thingy? I forget the name. Let me see. Because I have an audio interface. There's one of these audio interfaces that I wanted so that I can actually connect it through USB and have it come out cleanly. But that's when I have the money for it. But I'm going to get back to this game. I don't know what the heck happened to your mic, but it is just horrendous.
I don't know. I mean, I definitely need to buy that new shit tomorrow.
Yeah,
I don't
it
wanna-
might be the Amazon cable itself because Amazon fucking products, I just don't trust them.
Yeah,
Because I actually got new cables and swapped it to that, and it sounded much better. And then I swapped back to the Amazon cable because I didn't want to use it on my fucking DAC and my amp, trying to connect those things for my headphones. Because I didn't trust Amazon shit for a clean connection. So now I have it back on my mic.
Anymore. Sorry, what do you want? Oh. This guy is weird.
Alright. I'm gonna get back to my game.
Alright. 78.
Yeet. Sorry about that. Was helping Mr. Friendo Friend about with his little audio connection issue he has. It was sounding completely fine earlier, but good lord, it just went absolutely just horrible. Just the worst.
No time for that now.
No time for showering right now? Oh, what gave you that idea, Corvo? Oh, but you have freaking time to eat, don't you?
These bastards are working with Ramsay and the Duke of Serkonos.
There you go. I'll be taking that. Yoink. The Royal Protector. Historical record of government positions and ranks. Addendum. For those of you who don't know and haven't read the title, I will be reading everything in this game. At least once. If I see something I've already read, I'm not going to read it again. Corvo Attano. Accused of assassinating the Empress he has sworn to protect. How unlikely he would not only overcome this shame, but then redeem himself so fully as to be named Royal Protector to yet another Empress. Those of us at the College of Histories were too fast to use pen against him. Yet let us not blame historians, for the evidence against Attano was nearly overwhelming. First, he is the only royal protector ever to have been born of the Isle other than Bristol. His foreignness is not itself a crime, but added to the suspicion. The most forgiving of which was that he lacked the capacity to fully understand his duties. Second, he was caught quite red-handed with bloodied weapon, kneeling over the body of Empress Jessamine. Of course, it turns out that even this damning evidence was part of a clever plot to destroy the Empress and remove Attano from interfering with the ongoing plans of the Lord Regent's conspirators. And while I admit to publishing what are now clearly incorrect conclusions regarding Corvo Attano, I will not, as some of my colleagues have done, resign my position at our veritable organization, but instead I reassert myself in the endeavor of weeding out the facts from fiction to produce the most salient histories possible. And I think that is a very noble thing to do. To learn from your mistakes and grow from them. Hope you sleep well, buddy. See you, buddy. Books. I said, got a books. Oh, hello. Crown Killer strikes again. Dunwall citizens express shock and fear as yet another outspoken critic of Empress Emily Caldwin has met with a violent demise. Outspoken critic. The latest victim is none other than Ichabod Boyle, notable entrepreneur and supporter of the arts. Boyle recently wrote an opinion piece harshly criticizing the Empress for what he called her slipshod style of governance and her willful neglect of duties. Authorities are convinced the Crown Killer is the culprit, giving the gruesome details left at the crime scene. Her Majesty's most outspoken adversaries fall one by one to this notorious assassin. We boldly ask, is it now the duty of the Royal Protector to murder all who dare to criticize the throne? Wow, that was bold of you to assume that it was me. I don't know what gave you that idea. Come on, buddy. Everyone deserves a nap.
Disloyal dogs.
You're sleeping on the couch today for your bad behavior. I hope you wake up with neck pain.
The throne room blocked off. We should have the time we need. Just stay here and stall anyone who comes by. I'll be back when I've searched the royal chambers, assuming I don't accidentally lock myself in this damn safe room.
We'll cover for you if anyone from the Duke's party returns. This is exciting. Everything's changing.
Yes, the natural order is reasserting itself. The Ramseys once hosted the king and queen of Morley. Did you know that? I spent my childhood playing with the Buntings and the Boyles, cream of society.
And very soon you'll be back at the top, Captain. Ramsey's family fell from the aristocracy, and apparently the man holds a grudge. How it's anyone else's fault, that's beyond me. But one way or another, Ramsey is too dangerous to be left in play.
So if I have two, and I give him one, I still got me one. But then if I eat it, no, if he eats it, then what?
Oh, you moved, you freaking asshole. Get over here, you clever little bippy. Sleep.
Yo, sure.
Oh, don't you dare start talking
Look at
shit
this
about our
place.
flowers. We have only the finest of flora. How dare you try to insult me and my taste of flowers?
Come on! Let's finish this! Think you're smart?
Emily, I'll make this right.
You're not important.
I promise. Trouble has found us again, Jessamine. They'll pay for this, but I need to regroup away from Dunwall. Ramsey's men barred it so he'd have time to loot Emily's safe room.
Noticing my handiwork, are you?
Where are you hiding?
He has a jacket on. He's not cold. You're coming with me.
Nothing will stop me from bringing you home, Emily.
And I'll be taking this back. Alright, dipshit. Let's go.
Anton Sokolov made this lock.
Toss him on the ground. He's still sleeping. He's not dead. Alright, you're sleeping right there. And Alexei. You did not have to die. Nobody did. When you wake up, I hope you think about what you've done.
Now you've got what you wanted, Ramsey. The Imperial Suite atop Dunwall Tower. Stay put until this is all set straight, Ramsey. Out into the world once more. How many people had forgotten this mask?
I read that one. Bone Charms. Excerpt from a book on sailing, traditions, and scrimshaw. Bone charms a sailor's blessing, they say. The carving itself is a practice from long back, passed from salty dogs to young greenhorns, still finding their sea legs. In old times, sailors cut into the tusks of ice seals and into the arm-long fangs of the bears that roam the islets north of Tivia. Once the whaling trade began, the practitioners began engraving the bones of those great beasts, rendering charms that sing in the night and grant some small boon, increasing a lover's vigor or providing defense against pregnancy.
Bet the Crown Killer is connected to Delilah's coup.
Hello. Whispers from the Void by Barnoli Mulani. Treatise on the physical existence of the foreign realm. Treatise? I don't know. Treatise. I don't fucking know how to pronounce that. On the physical existence of that foreign realm. Excerpt. It is a common story. It is a common story. A person has stopped breathing, pinned under carriage wheels or some other tragic happenstance, and is thought to be dead. But when the weight is removed, they make a quick recovery. But nonetheless, for a moment or two, this person was lost to us, lost to the world itself. And what did they experience while in this temporary death? Darkness? Nothingness? No, indeed not. They tell us, as so many before have, that they were in a particular place, and can describe it vividly. And who among us does not know this place? Have we not all seen it in our dreams? This place we share in the farthest reaches of our minds, the realm where nothing makes sense, where one is at once both lost and at home. The Void. Treatise on the physical existence of that foreign realm. Excerpt. Whispers from the Void by Bernoulli Milani. Number 2. These little glimpses of the void in dreams or described by those awoken from comas are not limited to select few. In my interviews, I have gleaned that there is not a single citizen without such visions, at one time or another. This then must be a real place, not folklore or mass delusion. Perhaps it exists deep below the earth or far above it. Perhaps it is right next to us, but hidden. Some trick of the light or wondrous curtain bars us from fully knowing it. And we all but wait for a natural philosopher to unlock the phenomenon, to show us how to see it at will. But when so revealed, it will not be a fearsome place any longer. Not the distant and special realm described in the myth of the outsider. It will be strange, yes, even unsettling. But nonetheless, it will be a new realm for us to explore and eventually conquer. What new treasures await us there? Are the lakes made of liquid diamond, the clouds of weightless silver gas? And what things would we learn? What things we would learn?
Samuel Beechworth made this. Wonder what advice he would have about today.
Is he dead? Letter from Lyman. Emily, I didn't want to wake you this morning, but you'll forgive me since we must have said goodbye 100 times yesterday night. And the only chance I get to see you with your hair all whichever way is while you're asleep. As soon as the sun rises, you'll put on your empress face. It makes me happy that I know your real face. The one that laughs at our silly rhymes. I don't want to go back to Morley, but I'm needed there. It'll be 4 months before we can see each other again. I'll miss you, and yes, I'll bring you some white leaf tobacco for your hookah. Lord Corvo, if you're reading this letter as per your royal protector functions, know that I am joking and perfectly aware that the white leaf tobacco is forbidden in Bristol. Take care, my daring Emily. Don't go falling from a rooftop. I love you. Lyman. Hookah! Doll. Corvo Otana, the Royal Protector in Our Times, Part 1. His parents were older at the time of his birth, and his father died in a lumber accident outside the city when Corvo was still young. Around that time, his only sibling, a firstborn sister, moved away to Morley, and the family subsequently lost all contact with her. Only 16, Corvo dazzled the people of the Karnaca when he entered and won the annual Blade Verbena. The spectators from all over Serkonos were thrilled to see someone so young and striking, from a working-class family, advance through duel after duel, eventually taking the prize. This unexpected outcome secured Corvo a junior officer ranking in the Grand Serkonan Guard. As a soldier, he was involved in a number of conflicts against organized criminal groups, rogue city-states within Serkonos, and pirate bands along the chains of islands radiating east from Serkonos. Sent from his homeland at the age of 18 by the Duke of Serkonos, then Theodanis Abel, father of Luca Abel, Corvo was assigned to serve the Emperor of Dunwall as a diplomatic gift. His Serkonan heritage made him a bit of an outsider in Dunwall, but the capital city must have seemed exotic and full of old-world mystery. A few months after he moved to Dunwall, it is recorded that Corvo received word that his mother had passed away several weeks after his departure from Karnaca. Damn.
Emily, my daughter, I know that one day you'll be grown up, and I wonder what you'll remember of these years. Will you recall your time as a child with fondness? Or were there too many caretakers, formal dinners, and lessons about boring old history? Maybe the precious hours we spent together will shine brighter. Time captured now and then with your mother and with Corvo, who was always close to my heart. I hope the season of rats and plague will be nothing more than a passing shadow on your early memories. A crisis come and past, weathered by your mother and her advisors. You'll sit on the throne someday, and will do well, I hope. It's a tricky life, full of responsibility and peril. It was not your choice to be the daughter of an empress, but I believe you'll rise to the challenge. Stay good-hearted, Emily. Keep drawing and telling stories, and only share your power with those you truly trust.
If only I could talk to Jessamine one more time.
That was part 1. Where could part 2 be? Oh, Corvo Otana, the Royal Protector in Our Times, Part 2. Look at that. In an act of rebellion, young Jessamine Caldwin chose Corvo as her Royal Protector when Corvo was 19 and she was 12. He served her loyally as a bodyguard, courier, and some say spy. Before and after she was crowned Empress, though it was scandalous gossip at the time, it is said they began a love affair around 1823, when Jessamine was 18 and Corvo 25. The next chapter of Otano's life is like something out of a legend. During the time of the rat plague, when the Empress fell, Corvo was accused of regicide and sentenced for execution. He was thrown into Coleridge prison and publicly reviled. He escaped and, as a part of a small conspiracy dedicated to throwing down the tyrannical Lord Regent, Corvo struck back at the people who killed the Empress and who wronged him. As the Lord Regent fell, the loyalist conspiracy turned on Corvo, poisoning him. Surviving through some inner resilience, he located the true assassin of the Empress and fought his way out of the flooded district, Corvo eventually cornered the last of the loyalists on the King Sparrow Island at the Burrows Lighthouse and rescued Emily Caldwin, heir to the throne. The romantic involvement between Corvo Attano and the Empress Jessamine Caldwin was a terribly kept court secret, and thus it is widely held that Emily Caldwin is their daughter. Following the interregnum, Corvo watched over Emily as she began to rule the Empire of the Isles. How scandalous. Weird.
The reserves won't help against Delilah, even if I had a way to carry it all out of here.
Alright, look at that. I can get up here.
I'll need this.
Alright, I think that's it. Time to leave.
Until I understand this, I have to go into hiding. I should make my way to the docks.
Old history textbook. Well. Chapter 12, The Whaling Trade. Now remember to study this, everyone. We're going to have a test of this by the end of the day. In 1631, Emperor Finlay Morgengard commissioned the first fleet of vessels made expressly for the hunting and processing of whales. They were powered by sails alone, and so were at the mercy of the winds. Although these whaling ships were small by current standards, Morgengard's fleet established the robust whaling trade we still enjoy today. Modern whaling vessels are much larger and use steam power to traverse the seas in search of whales. Did you know that every part of the beast is used? In addition to canned meat and whale oil, there is also a flourishing whalebone trade. Baleen is used in roofing. Whale skins are processed into crude cloth. Bladders are made into wine flasks. Even the intestines are carefully harvested for their precious ambergris, used in many medicines and perfumes. Wine flasks. Bladders? Handwritten note at the end of the chapter. Emily, half of Morgengard's whalers fell to the rough coast east of Morley. You can still see the remains of ships poking out of the waters, should you ever visit Aran. Also, there's no mention that it was Sokolov himself who designed the first steam-powered whaling ships. He'll tell you about it if you ask, and he's sober. Wow, interesting.
I used to listen while Emily and her governess Callista read from this book. I'm glad she wasn't here to see Emily driven out of Dunwall Tower.
That was a nice little book right there. Excerpt on a historical examination of Dunwall Tower. The Tower of Dunwall. For over a century, Dunwall Tower has been the capital of the Isle of Crystal, and the seat of power across all the isles of the Empire. Rulers have come and gone, each adding something to the structure. Gardens, observatories, new walls, pools, and specialized interior chambers to suit their needs and whims. Dunwall Tower has withstood numerous wars, several large-scale fires, and the collapse and rebuilding of the northern wing. With Tivia and Serkonos joining the Empire first, it was Morley that resisted longest. Some of the conflicts that arise to necessitate the further fortifications of the tower. Repeated assassination attempts near the end of the conflict with Morley resulted in the creation of the Royal Protector position, with each ruler choosing his or her own Royal Protector after careful consideration. Well, Empress Jessamine Coldwin, excerpt from a book on the late Empress. Perhaps in retrospect, other historians will see how easy it was for us to fall into the traps set by the schemers who managed the assassination of Empress Jessamine Coldwin. By allowing them to write history, it was for years thought that her trusted protector, Corvo Attano, was also her murderer, a concept we now know to be utterly false. Yet even after the tricksters themselves were put down, banished, or imprisoned, it remained common knowledge that the Royal Protector was also Jessamine's murderer. How nicely they arranged history for us, and how readily we devoured their stories, hungry for each perfectly cooked morsel. But it is well past time for us to set aside this plate of lies. The schemers were not to be trusted with the Empire, or with Jessamine's life, and they are certainly not to be trusted with the writing down of accurate histories. Man, it's really topical when I fucking played this game. Reading that right there definitely ties into what's going on right now in the US. Breaking of statues and shit. It's so fucking stupid. We have history so we learn from people's mistakes so we don't repeat it. Why in the hell would you want to repeat history? This is why we have history, so we fucking learn from it.
I've got to get out of Dunwall. I don't know that ship, but maybe the captain can help.
Oh! I was supposed to... When I was over there, I got that little thing that Corvo said just now. I guess I was supposed to look down and then I would get that prompt? Neato. So whenever I looked at it, then he would have had that thought. That's a really cool clock. Clock tower. Yee.
What do I have to do to get Emily back? What do I have to become?
A really cool dude. Gross. Wanna get high? You wanna get high? Oh, hello. Bam! 99.
You're not fit for that watch uniform.
Yeah. Hope you enjoy your little nap.
The city is crawling with the Duke's men.
Listen up, I have bad news. Ramsey's missing. Corporal Moore checked the royal quarters, and Corvo Attano has apparently fled the tower. We've got to find him. That's it, you've got your orders. Spread out and find the fugitive. We're in this with the Duke of Serkino, sink or swim. No way to turn back now.
Alley-oop. Alley-oop. Up. What's in here? How do we get in there?
That kiss. Oh, that kiss. Oh.
Ew, what a weirdo.
So if I have two, and I give him...
Empress Emily Caldwin and her royal protector Corvo Attano are now wanted criminals. Let me remind you, there's a reward for your help in capturing enemies of the state.
But why though? Doesn't look like there's anything useful around here. Neat that I could go up here, but sad that I can't really enter that little spot. would think that I would be able to go in here. Hello. Who are you? I can go in here. Look at that. Nighty-night, buddy. Hope you sleep well. Dark bread. Ooh. Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Push that down with a nice little apple. Captain Ramsey's orders. All City Watch personnel assigned to post in the immediate vicinity around Dunwall Tower. On the anniversary tomorrow, we'll be receiving guests from across the Empire. Most are detailed in your itineraries, but there is an unlisted contingent from Karnaca. It's last minute but important. None other than the Duke of Zirconis will be traveling with an entourage that includes VIP guests and some rather exotic equipment aimed at impressing our Empress. Let them pass and don't bother harassing them with the usual inspection nonsense. On my orders. And if you spoil the surprise, I'll have your head. Disseminate this note to all squads. Captain Mortimer Ramsey, First Officer, Night Watch. I blame him for everything. You can stay there. Oh.
Who opened this door?
I don't know. You did?
So let's see.
Laundry day yet.
What was it?
Gotta be soon. I can't stand my own stench.
Hey, buddy. Wrong place, wrong time. Made him fit. Hello. What you doing? Now you just lie there and sleep. Oh, hey, look at that. Another little guy. Stay ready. I want you in place just after the Duke and our new Empress make their appearance. Things will happen fast. Do your part, and there's a share of the spoils for you and the others. Turn on me now, and I'll ask the Duke to send his assassin after your dear old parents. Oof. Trust me, the so-called crown killer is the last dinner guest you want in your home. Mortimer Ramsey. Jeez. Yep. Hey, buddy, how's it going? Did you notice little old me? Yeet! Kobe! He's fine. Wanted ghastly murderers. Several prominent citizens killed in the most gruesome way, hooded suspect still at large. Authorities describe the murders as unusually vicious. A strange hooded figure has been spotted at each crime scene. The public is urged to be watchful of any and all suspicious behaviors. Report to nearest guard post if in doubt. Reward of 15,000 coins offered for information leading to capture or death of the deranged villain. Remember, even the stranger in the pub could be our suspect. I can do over here? I know that there's people that I can talk to, so I don't want to risk missing out on finding all the little secret people that you can find to help out. So I'm thinking of just walking everywhere and seeing if I can find everyone that I can.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. Today on this anniversary, we mourn the tragic slaying of our beloved Empress.
First of her name.
All hail Delilah.
Now wanted for treason. Any of you
Just stick that in my forehead. Hey, buddy.
Corvo Atano!
Hey, buddy. What are you doing? You trying to hit me? Bam! Bop in the face. Go to sleep. You're lucky that I decided to let you live. Umberwood fish statue. Neato. I now have a fish statue. It's all I've ever wanted.
Kiela, sorry you missed us. I'll be taking the children away from Dunwall earlier than expected. A few weeks before the upcoming anniversary of Empress Jessamine's death. Things are about to get bad, and I'm not just talking about the Crown Killer. Besides, there's profit to be made bringing new silver miners down south. So arrangements must be made. Ha, for now.
What is this right here? Looks like there's a picture just clipping through this book. Weird. Yeah. Hello? Nope.
Wait, I'll have a look over there. Thought I saw someone right here. Let's check the place. Just.
No witnesses.
Looked like, I don't know, but I saw something.
Did you? Did you really? Maybe you should check it out.
I swear I saw someone.
Maybe you shouldn't. Hello. I'll take that, yoink. What do we have in here? Huh. Am I able to go up there? It doesn't look like there's a way of getting this down. I wanted to see if I could climb up there, but I guess not. Alright. Hey, buddy.
Think you're smart? I'll find you.
Nah.
Hey, who is?
What? Come on. Bop you right in the nose, asshole. Fuck out of here.
Royal Protector.
Oh
Former, I mean.
no, the Royal Protector. Did you really just...
Traitorous dog.
Royal Protector. You
Oh
know what to do.
no! Oh, whatever will I do?
So dead.
That's crazy, bro.
I'll tear you to pieces.
Uh-oh.
You aren't
There's
going
two
anywhere.
of you. I don't think you're gonna get me.
Take it.
No, I don't wanna. I don't feel like it. Uh-oh. Back. Yee.
Come here and fight, coward.
No, I don't wanna.
Think you're clever, huh?
Bam! Bop! I do in fact think that I'm clever. You wanna fight? You wanna fight? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Bam! And that takes care of that. Not a single problem. Whoa. This my dudes. I guess I could just start walking now. Yep. That up. That up. Hello. Dunwall anticipates sad anniversary? Preparations are well underway for the upcoming anniversary of the assassination of Empress Jessamine Caldwin, taken from us far too soon by deadly conspirators. The yearly remembrance will include a private ceremony to be held within Dunwall Tower, which will host distinguished guests from all corners of the Empire. Young Empress Emily is expected to recall fond memories of her mother, and to address the people of Dunwall directly via street speaker. Business owners throughout Dunwall say they are ready for the influx of visitors expected on this day of mourning, who will need food, lodging, and all manners of items and services during their stay. Hey, buddy.
Careful. Just minding my own business. Trying to get by.
I hear you. Ah! Oh, my nose. Oh.
Who is this?
Oh, what are you talking about? Is there a problem? What's going on? What seems to be the problem, Ossifer?
Over there!
Oh,
On
hello.
the stairs!
Ow! Why would you kick me? Asshole. Ow! Fuck you. You get bumped on the nose for that, dickhead. What a freaking asshole. Jeez. What do we have here? Whoa. Oh, hello. Conan Legends. The Lost Ship returns. Neat. A Apartment in Karnaca midday. Nice. Umberwood Will statue. Neato.
Special edition. Empress Delilah Caldwin, rightful heir to the throne, has taken... Huh?
Shut up.
Help! Someone! Protect me!
Oh, shut up. Crown Killer strikes again. I already read that one. Wow. That's a lot of them. I see we have the publisher of this over here. Note from the chief editor. Ken, don't take it personally, but I'm not publishing your story about mechanical soldiers down in Karnaca. I'm not questioning your sources or your writing, but some moonstruck natural philosopher making marionettes in his basement isn't really news. I've done some research on this Kirin Jindosh you mentioned. He was driven out of the Academy of Natural Philosophy years ago, so he's hardly a credible threat. Until one of his inventions actually kills someone, he's not worthy of our ink. You should focus on the Crown Killer case instead, if the Imperial family is really ordering those murders. I want us to be the ones who expose it. Simon. Fake news. Where's the facts? I don't see any facts. It's very pretty. Apartment in Karnaca Curiosity. Wall. Northern Star Chart. Ooh. Neato. What else do we have here? I'll be with you in a bit. What? What did I just see? Woe's Plague Bledger Dunwall. Dunwall's troubles have multiplied of late, calling into question the very efficacy and intentions of our Empress. As evidence that Emily Caldwin has forsaken us, we need look no further than Rudshore Financial, more commonly called the Flooded District. Though recently drained, we dare not celebrate, as the area is still riddled with maintenance problems remaining from its time underwater. With so many unable to find work, would this not be the perfect moment to unveil a grand scheme to restore this once posh area? Alas, no further considerations have been proposed, nor has the Empress submitted solutions for the current whale oil shortage. Even as we endure rationing and discomfort, the picture of incompetent leadership is completed when you add to all this the periodic accidental citizen deaths at the hands of the Dunwall City Watch. All while Captain Mortimer Ramsey, appointed by our Empress, maintains the perfect innocence of those men and women in uniform who are supposed to protect us. I don't know what sources you got that from, but that guy's a dickhead. Hey, buddy. Couldn't notice that you were talking to the guard.
That man, part of the Duke's coup, I'm sure of it now. And I saw him talking to Captain Ramsey of the City Watch.
What's done is done, but I had nothing to do with the killings.
I know that. It was irresponsible of me to print the name Crown Killer. I allowed myself to be coerced. Forgive me.
Forgiveness isn't my specialty. Whatever happens next, lay low. But when the time comes, tell people the truth.
You can count on it. I won't ask you what your plans are, but for the sake of Dunwall and for the Empire itself, I hope you succeed.
Thank you. Learn from your mistakes, don't be a little bitch. I'm Batman. Can't believe I had to go
Road is
there.
blocked
Oh,
by
hello.
order of the City Watch.
Locked? What am I supposed to do now?
Not my concern, citizen. I'd advise you to return to your home.
If I can't get through, that's it for my shop. The entire month will be ruined.
Trust me, you don't want to be out on the streets right now. Move along.
Move along. Move along. Oh, hello.
That's Corvo Atano.
Pop! Right in the nose. Sorry, can't have you saying such things out loud. Just have a little nap. You didn't see anything. Meat right next to some fish. Oh, wow. Delicious. Look at that. Disgusting. Fish market. You guys won't need any of this, right? There's a lot of screaming going on in the background.
So it's a coup. The Caldwins have finally fallen. Never thought I'd see the day.
It seems so. And even the legendary Corvo Atano couldn't stop it.
There's money to be made on this, mark my words.
You seem chuffed and happy. What if it all goes to pieces? Sometimes these things end with people like us face down on an executioner's block.
I'll be fine, I assure you. My grandmother turned a profit on the plague, and I'll come out ahead under the Duke of Serkonos and our new Empress.
What up, dickheads?
I don't feel safe. What is... Watch yourself!
Careful!
You guys are pushing
You
me.
look scary, pointing your sword at people.
No. I'm literally not. Get out of my way. Asshole.
100 times I thought about leaving this place.
What made you change your mind there, citizen? Door's blocked. You better be careful where you're leaning, buddy. It's
Maybe
dangerous.
the Crown Killer will come back. Might be wounded. Maybe an easy way for me to earn a medal. I didn't sign up to fight some freak
Wow,
like
it
the
is-
Crown Killer.
That's a lot of blood. Doesn't seem like there's much material around here. What do we have here?
I'm hungry.
99. What do you mean? What was what? I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. Yeet. Man, whoever was here really made a mess of things. Hello, coins. Nice. I'm sure they wouldn't mind missing a few coins or so. Ichabod Boyle case. Witness statement. Witness name, Peter Atkins. Occupation, matchbox maker. Matchbox maker. On the 16th day, month of Earth, just before midnight, I was on my way home after a couple of ales at the pub. Stopping to pee next to the Boyles' company offices, I heard moaning and furniture creaking. So I thought maybe some people were having fun, and I thought I could have a peek. Ugh, you weirdo. But when I got close to the windows, that's when Mr. Boyle started screaming like a slaughtered pig. He was all tied up. There was someone wearing a hooded cloak, and I swear, I think he was eating up Mr. Boyle's guts. That has to be the Crown Killer, I told myself, and so I ran as fast as I could to the nearest watchpost to get help. And your soldiers could have made it to Boyle in time if they hadn't taken half an hour to find me for throwing up. Anyone would have done the same after what I had been through. You guys should have some respect. Damn, they find him for throwing up? Jeez. What a bunch of assholes. Crown Killer is watching. Restricted area. If it was so restricted, why am I able to get in here really easily? Loser. Doesn't look like there's really anything in here. It's not in these safes. What else do we got? Anything of reading? Bone charms. I already read that. What brought up here? Hello, Litter Laura. Laura, don't tell my business. My family's been at this game for a long time, and I'm not acting alone. Currently, I have several friends working on smaller pamphlets aimed at further turning public opinion against Emily Caldwin and her cursed royal protector. Lady Brambley is calling her bastard daughter. That ought to light them up at court. Nathan Battenbridge is nearly finished with prosecution for Corvo Attano. I'm giving consideration to releasing my own as, should Parliament rule, a modest proposal. Yes, I know she's the Empress, but eventually she'll bow under the weight that we will bring down upon her. First the gentry here in Dunwall, then the Parliament. Finally, the other isles. By early next month, look for these works plastered on the walls here in the capital city. But if you're abroad, you'll see them in Alva, Karnaka, Kilkenny, and Yarrow as well. I have friends all over, Laura. Don't let it slip your mind for a second. Boyle. Well, he's dead now. Yeet. What do we have in here? A few coins. And a bunch of safes. DeviantArt. Give. Nothing in that one. Some coins. Come on, open up. Thank you. And I think that's it. Hello.
Some kind of trouble in this part of town? Honestly, why can't they keep all that riffraff in a separate place?
She looks like a rat.
Won't lie. That silver pipe he was smoking the other night, it made him tremendously more attractive.
Okay. You didn't see anything. Don't mind me.
First the shortage of whale oil, then the murders. Now what's ever going on tonight? No, I don't think so.
Who, me?
I can't do anything for you. You'd better run.
I don't feel like
Playing dice tonight.
And Elaine heard fighting between some of the guards earlier. This is bad.
The secrets. Are there secrets around here?
You up
Let's
for a
ask
beer
the
later?
land agent to
Wouldn't
reinspect
miss
the
that.
riverside drains.
I'll get the cigars
That's a
tomorrow.
horrid idea.
Want to buy one?
Sure.
I'd pay my taxes and all the fees. I'd pay bribes too if it meant
Yoink.
the roads weren't blocked off.
Never suspect a thing.
Covering your face won't make the Grand Guard happy.
I don't care about the Grand Guard. The Grand Guard can go suck it.
It's been hard getting any business done here in Dunwall. That's all about to change. The City Watch has its hands full with what's been happening.
Leave it to the Hatter gang to try to profit from the chaos of this coup.
That's what I'm saying. We need a network of shops selling contraband, just like they've got down in Serconis. People are getting rich in Colero and Karnaca, even after paying the Grand Guard to look the other way.
So we set up some black market shops, pass along whatever we score, and we run security for the shopkeepers.
Right, and we take a cut on the sales. I'm telling you, the wind is blowing in our favor for once.
Wind blowing in your favor. Bam! And the whisper of a small breeze. Of course, also in your favor. Bam! I'm sure he's fine. What do we have on the right side? Some stuff for coin. Marvelous. A grenade? I have no use for that. Because I'm not going to kill anyone. Seems to be a lot of leaking issues with the fucking oil shits that they have here. Little oil containers. Alright, well, you enjoy your little nappy poo, buddy boo. I don't think there's anything to find around there. Oh, hello. What are you talking
This
about?
won't take long.
What do you mean? Are you trying to insinuate that I am very easy to beat? Ow! Come on. Come on. Come on. What are you gonna do? I can't do with you anything. I'm literally just fucking playing with you. Ah, you asshole. Come on. Ah, you fucking dickhead. You really just went and stabbed me. That wasn't very nice of you. Look, I'm not even doing anything. I'm literally just fucking watching. Oh, I got noticed. You didn't see anything? You didn't see anything. Yeet.
What was that?
I know you're here somewhere.
No, you don't.
Hey,
Ow! Rude. Bop him.
I'm not in the mood. Show yourself.
I don't want to. You didn't see anything.
Hello? Anybody?
No.
Don't make me search the whole place. I don't have time for that.
Yes, you do. Don't lie. $99. Yeah, look at those clouds. It's too bad you're gonna miss out on this nice scenery. Lazy bones. Sleeping on the job. Shame on you. What else is there that we can read? Excuse me, sir, but I can't have you getting in the way.
Aiding a fugitive is now punishable by death.
Oh
Aid
no.
the city watch in this time of transition.
Wait a minute. Punishable by death? You can't just do that. That's illegal. Changing the freaking law like that just out of nowhere. Order to clear the docks. Corporal Blevins. I won't tolerate any more questions. Send all boats away from the docks. Tell them it's for the anniversary of the death of our beloved Empress Jessamine. Threaten to seize their vessels. I don't care. Just clear the docks. And according to the morning patrol, there was a woman here earlier who refused to leave. She captains the Terrible Whale, or the Dreadful Whale, or some other rubbish. She was asking for an audience with the Royal Protector. If you see her, I want her arrested immediately. You have your orders, Blevins. And trust me, you don't want to make trouble right now. Captain Mortimer Ramsey, First Officer, Night Watch.
Ramsey's been busy. Gotta find a ship.
Yeah, they killed a whole hell of a lot of people. Hey, buddy.
Hey, who is...
Oh, there we go. Oh, fuck. Rude. Oh, dear.
You aren't going anywhere.
I think I'm going this way. So, already I can tell that you're wrong. Ah. Nerds.
Can't have gone far.
I lost him.
I'll help you look around.
Four whole guards?
Let's
All
see.
that, just a
Know
little
yourself.
meat?
State your name.
I'll find you, you know.
Keep your eyes peeled.
You look like
Nothing here.
Look everywhere.
What the?
Huh? What? What are you, what's going on? Oh, jeez. Oh my. Woo! Ouchies.
Strike at me there.
My tootsies.
Hey, coward! Come fight face to face.
Ooh. Lucky coin.
What?
Look at that.
Somebody's not feeling well.
I sure hope not. I kind of meant to hurt him. No, I don't. He's not dead, but like, definitely hurt him. Oh, hello. Yeah, how's it going? Missed me? Well, you're gonna do that a little more. Because you're gonna take a little nap. And I'm heading my way down back into town. Ooh! Yoink. Yoink. Hello, coins. If I don't take the coins, clearly they will when they wake up, and you don't want that, now do you? Hey, what are you doing?
No, I beg you.
Your hands are going through your head. I don't think you should be doing that. It doesn't look like a healthy thing to do. Gross. Gross.
Huh? What?
Gross. There's a lot of beds out here. I'm sure they're just sleeping. I'm gonna need all the money that I can for all the sleeping darts that I'm gonna be using. Doesn't look like there was anything else, really. I was hoping to find something to read around here. Nothing of real interest other than money. Money's always nice, though. I could definitely use food, though. Hello. I almost missed you. Alright, time to go. Yeet. What was down there? Nothing. Oh. Nice weather today, huh? Ow. Rude. I don't appreciate you kicking me. So now, you get a punch to the face and a little nap. Let's see how your higher ranking officer decides to pay you now for sleeping on the job.
Is there any chance I could slip past all these uniformed assholes and get into the tower myself? Lord Atano, you want to hear what I've got to say. I guarantee it.
Okay.
Lord Protector, forgive me for saying it, but you look like death warmed over.
It's been an unusual day. There's a coup underway, and I'm being blamed for the Crown Killer murders.
My name's Megan Foster. I work with an old ally of yours, Anton Sokolov. We learned something scary down in the south, and I came to warn you.
I know, Anton. The Duke's here with a woman named Delilah who's seized the throne. They have Emily, and I barely got out. For now, I have to get away, recover my footing.
Bad things always seem to happen in Dunwall. Feels like the end of the world.
I need to get to Karnaca, where the Crown Killer murders started. Delilah must have been down there for a while, and I've got to figure out what's going on.
The dreadful whale will get you there. Should we go?
Yes, I do believe so.
Let's go.
Alright. Well, that is going to be basically all for now after this little sequence. I'm gonna go right here.
Something's not right, but it seems familiar somehow.
We will continue this another time. I'll be doing this playthrough, like, chapter by chapter, I guess. Every time I get to one of those parts where it gives you, like, a little detailed list of how everything went with the way that you played through. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed if you did. With that being said, that's the end of the stream, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Later.